Good evening, everyone. Great to have you all here with us tonight. Tonight, we are going to have an awesome Zoom, the step-by-step game plan to create 100,000 plus income with the IHub Global Hotspot Affiliate Program. My name is Dawn Calvert, and my husband Dale and we live in the Atlanta, Georgia area. We are entrepreneurs and enjoy running several businesses out of our home. And we have 5 awesome kids, some of which I think are with us here tonight. And your speaker tonight is Dale Calvert. And my husband Dale, he started his first home business at the age of 14 from his parents' home. It was a direct mail business. And over the past 40 years, he's helped tens of thousands of people from around the world create cash flow from running different businesses from home. In this webinar, he'll share with you the CMG IHub Global Program, how members there's a proven, easy to implement step-by-step system that our members are using daily to expand their affiliate teams. And Dale truly believes that the people that take the time to attend this webinar and implement this simple way to create cash flow and 100,000 plus annual income within a year. So he just invites everyone to listen to his message tonight. But the first thing that Dale always, certainly always advises that you ask before you listen to someone is, who is this person and why should I listen to them? So you can learn all about Dale's story at dalecalvert.com. But Dale started building marketing teams at the age of 20. And at the time, he lived in this little 600 square foot home in Georgetown, Kentucky, and he drove this little beat up Chevette. And within a few years, he was able to build this 17,000 square foot home in the Lexington, Kentucky area. And he retired from building teams at the age of 39 after earning over $10 million in income in his last 5 years and helping over 200 people on his team earn incomes of 100,000 plus annually. And here he is on the cover of Success magazine. Just to get through some of the legal stuff, the information provided by Dale and Calvert Marketing Group is for general information purposes only. All the information shared is based on personal experiences and current market numbers. No income is guaranteed. Your personal result may vary, maybe more or less based on the time that you devote to the project, the ability to follow instructions, market conditions, and other factors that are out of our control. No investment is required to participate in the IHub Global Affiliate Program, and all training from CMG is provided free of charge to team members. However, you are responsible for your own due diligence and to seek legal, investment, business, and tax advice from a professional if necessary. Now that we got through all of that, I think Dale is here and ready to share this awesome program with you tonight.
Good evening, everybody. I appreciate you being here. I know we have a lot of people that live in Braves country. We will keep you updated on the World Series. No score yet. So we'll just to let you know that. I don't want to take a lot of time tonight, and if you've ever been on one of my webinars before, you rarely hear me say, turn off the phone, turn off all distractions, blah, 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 blah. I rarely say that. Tonight, I'm saying it. It's real important what you're getting ready to see. I can tell you in 40 years, I have never experienced anything like this. And the thing that has got me so fired up is I've never witnessed so many people having success. And I'm going to talk about 100% success rate tonight, which can be documented, and you won't hear anybody else talk about 100% success rate. Our goal with this recording, and again, thanks for all of you that are with us live, it's just to make sure that everyone is aware that this opportunity exists, because even people involved with IHub Global are not aware what really is going on here and what really is available to them. Most people This is such a no-brainer. It's like they see an ad or a friend calls them and they say, yeah, send me the box. I want the box. Of course I want the box. Who wouldn't want the box? It's free. It's just like, it's mind-blowing, but they don't see much beyond that. So if you want to participate in the affiliate portion of this, we're going to share with you tonight what we call the perfect promotion system, which has had an astounding 100% success rate. I believe if people can focus 1 hour a week, we can guarantee your success, only because of the timing of where we are building out the Helium network, build. There'll become a time in the future when the opportunity that we have tonight will not be available, without question. So I think it's real important that people understand this is not theory. Individuals have been mining helium since 2019. There's been an enormous amount of conflicting opinions regarding antennas, the placement of the miners, the best miner to get, and so on and so forth. There's been some unbelievable income claims, but individuals, early adapters, have been doing this since 2019. I first heard about it in January of this year on a podcast session. The basic concept is we are putting these small boxes in homes all over the world that's creating a network called the Internet of Things. And it's for devices to run on, things like the scooter rental programs, dog collars, and so on and so forth. The number of companies right now that are manufacturing different products that will need this data is just continuing to explode and grow. So if you think about it, like back in the cell phone tower days, people would find land and they would pay rent basically to have that cell tower on their land. These big, huge cell towers. What the Helium network is doing is they said, if we can make individuals part of the network where they can actually own the network and just place these boxes in their residence. So that's the whole concept behind this. I'm not going to get into a lot of detail because once you become a member in your back office, there's all kinds of information and videos that can get into a lot more detail than I want to cover. But I heard about this in January, and I'm thinking, I spent about 10 hours on a trip to Kentucky listening to everything I could find out about it. And it didn't take me very long to figure out, this just makes sense. The guy that started it, Sean Fanning, was the original guy that started, it escapes me, Napster, the online streaming music program. Google was involved as an investor in this program. I spent about 10 hours. And again, I'm an investor, I'm an entrepreneur. I love working with entrepreneurs, building teams. There was no team involved. But from an investment standpoint, I made the decision after 10 hours of research, the Bobcat is the miner I want. I'm going to order 6, 3 for Georgia, 3 for Kentucky. I know where I'm going to place them, and I'm done. And I looked at it from an investment standpoint. For me, it was just like investing in sports cards or tax lien certificates or any other thing that I can do one time. It requires no time. And I really never thought about it again. And then I started hearing, there's chip shortages and it's going to be a while before we can get any boxes and everybody's run out of boxes and all this stuff. And okay, it is what it is. It's out of my control. When they get here, they'll get here. It's not, it just is what it is. There's nothing I can worry about or think about or do about it. And then in March, I should have known somebody would figure out a way to make an affiliate program around this. And then in March, I heard about IHub Global. And I knew a couple of the owners because I'd worked with them like 25 years ago. I didn't know them well, but I knew who they were and I knew their reputation. And I'm thinking, my gosh, and this makes so much sense. I would love to be involved in something like this, but I have too many other commitments. I have no time. And then I started thinking about some advice I'd heard years ago. Someone said, you have to say no to a lot of good ideas so you have time for the great ones. And the more I looked at this and the more I looked at this, I realized, this is an unbelievably great idea. When I really got out my calculator and started doing some numbers. So eventually I called one of the owners. I called Chuck. We had a really good conversation. They had a tiger by the tail and knew it. And this was back in probably April or May. And finally, I went through COVID. I got out of that. And finally, I just made the decision, I got it. Because for most people out there, they're not having to spend $500 to buy a box. The hotspot is free. It's free. They're going to strategically deploy these boxes so they will maximize profits. You can't get them too close together or they cancel each other out. They need to be strategically in place throughout the United States, throughout the world. And they have the software that enables them to do that. So, and it keeps coming back to me, who wouldn't want one of these? So September 1st, about 2 months ago, I shared this with a few entrepreneur friends and I got started. And 2 weeks ago, I got really serious about this because of the results I was getting, but more important, the results others were experiencing. Because again, I have never, ever seen anything like this. And this, for me, this is what it comes down to. J. Paul Getty, who was the richest man in the world when he made this statement, and I've always agreed with it, is I would rather have 1% of the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own efforts. And that's how wealth is created. Very few of us have enough hours in the day to create our own wealth and financial independence. But if we can find a way to duplicate our efforts through other people, and that's how real wealth is created. So the only reason you're even here tonight or watching this video is because a friend or family member or business associate let you know about this. They sent you a text or called you on the phone and told you about it, or possibly you saw a promotion on Facebook or Craigslist, OfferUp, Nextdoor, somewhere. You saw a promotion that looked something like this, and you read what was going on and you thought, well, this is a no-brainer. Let me order a box. And that's how you ended up here tonight. And again, our goal tonight is to make sure that everyone is aware that this opportunity exists, the affiliate part of it, the expansion of it. There's more to it than just a free hotspot. And if you choose, it's your choice. You don't have to participate, but if you choose to, we're going to share with you tonight, again, what we're calling the perfect promotion system, which is 100% successful, 100%. You're eligible to participate, but not required to make money with IHub Global. I sincerely believe 1 hour of focused work every week will guarantee your success. And again, tonight, I can say that. I may not be able to say that a year from now. I probably won't be able to say that 2 years from now. It's because of the timing of the Helium Network rollout. So every member can participate in the affiliate referral program if they choose. It's simple, it's easy, it's a no-brainer. Why would someone not want a box? Y'all gonna get tired of me saying that. But your goal, it's real simple. If you say, okay, Dale, how's this affiliate program work? What do I need to do? Here's your goal. Here's your goal. You're referring 4 groups of people. Your first group is your first 5. That's your pro team. Your second group is your next 10, which is your bronze team. Your third group is your next 10, which is your silver team. And then 25 and beyond, all the people past 25 are your gold team. The goal to maximize your commissions is to get to the gold level, which is 25 plus referrals, as soon as you can. So I introduced what you're going to see to a small group of 56 people 2 weeks ago. The goal was to, and they knew me, I knew them. We've worked together in the past. And my message to them was, your goal is to refer 40 people over the next 90 days. And if you will do exactly what I share with you to do tonight, I know that can happen for you. Every one of you that was on that call, you know, that was the message. Get to 40 within 90 days, and you can do it if you follow this, I promise you. So that system, that perfect promotional system, as we outlined that night, we're going to share that with you guys tonight as well. And I just want to share with you a little bit of what's happened. Of the 56 people that were on the call, sorry about that. Of the 56 people that were on the call, let me go back. Every one of them has referred a minimum of 2 people. Only 4 have referred less than 5. Only 4 have referred less than 5. And all of us have different things going on in life and timing and all this other stuff. I mean, timing, you know, you got to run when you can run, and we can't always run at the same time. But 17 people that were on that call have referred between 5 and 10 people, including Dr. Carita down in Florida. And again, these all 17 people are on the path to 40 for sure. 9 of the people that were on that call have referred between 10 and 20 people, including Jewel over in Uganda, Africa, who has enrolled 17 people in the last 2 weeks. 9 people that were on that call have referred between 20 and 30 people, including Leah Fisher, who's enrolled 25 people in the last 2 weeks. 5 people have referred between 30 and 40 people over the past 2 weeks. Philip in Arizona, Yossi is in Switzerland, Shelley's in Utah, Scott's in Virginia, Bernadette is in Missouri. If any of you, I know some of you are on this call. If you are, just wave so people can see we're talking about real people here. I would appreciate it. And if you see your picture come up, wave over the next 12. So our top 12 have already in 2 weeks referred 40 plus. You know, some were active a little bit before that, but not really. None of them were doing the perfect promotion system. But Michael in Canada has enrolled 40 people. Christina in Maryland has enrolled 42 people. Clyde and Kelly in Ohio have enrolled 43 people. This just blows my mind, all of it. But Dan in Canada has enrolled 49 people. Jeff in Las Vegas has 52 people he's referred to this program. Tom in Illinois, Tom's probably on here. Tom, if y'all are on here, wave when I just say your name. But Tom in Illinois, 66 people. Winnie up in Ohio, I think Columbus or Dayton, has shared this and referred 66 people. Michael, who's just down the road in Dalton, Georgia, 72 people. Tim in North Carolina, 76. Paulette in Canada, 77 people. And our number 1 referrer is Alan and Jen out in California, who have referred 83 people. So again, in 40 years, I have never seen anything like this. Those that are having this experience will tell you this exact same thing. They've never experienced anything like this. And again, it comes back to having such a no-brainer to take to the marketplace, and the timing of everything. So if you decide to spend 1 hour a week following the process we're going to share with you, I believe everyone who sees this presentation tomorrow, next week, you see a recording 2 months from now, can realistically expect to refer 40 people in 90 days, regardless of where you live, your age, your background, or your experience. If you can follow simple instructions and devote a minimum of 1 hour per week, you will get positive results. We have 100% success rate because, again, of the timing. Very few people have heard about this yet. And is there any reason people wouldn't want a free hotspot? I mean, if you could just wrap your mind around that, you get what's going on here. You get why it's happening the way it's happening. So I'm going to briefly go through this compensation plan. I don't want to spend a lot of time because there's details in your back office once you become a member of IHub. The compensation plan basically is set up. And again, here's the theory. Would you rather earn 1% on 100 people's efforts or 100% on your own? And if you don't really grasp that, then you probably won't understand what's going on here. But hopefully I can give you some examples that will really open your mind up to the unbelievable income potential. So once you get your hotspot, you get it, it's plugged in, you get 15% of the helium. And let me just spend 1 minute on helium. Helium is a cryptocurrency that has a spot value that can fluctuate every day. It was around $14, around 14 back in January when I first started looking at this. And then about 2 months ago, it got to 20 and it hung around 20 for a while. Now it's approaching $30 per coin. And those coins, once they're mined, can be converted into cash, into your currency, almost instantly. Couple steps you have to do, convert it to your currency. So once you get your free hotspot, you will make 15% of the helium that's mined the first 90 days, and that you have it, and the person that referred you would make 10%. You're the host, you make 15%. Now, if you refer 5 people within 90 days from receiving your hotspot, that 15% goes to 25%, which over time could be significant. And your refer commission, the person that referred you, their commission would go from 10% to 20%. So when I sit back and I look at this, it's like, well, the goal is to have 5 people referred before your box arrives so you can maximize your earnings from day one. And those that were on my original call, that's what I said. Your first goal is 5. And that's why, because you want to max out your income from the beginning. Well, I got 5, between Dawn and I, we have 5 children, so that takes care of our 5. You know, it's like a couple of them are on here tonight, and they saw it, and they didn't join because, you know, mom and dad are joining. They joined because, hey, I've got my own place, and I can plug one of these in my place, and I can make the money. And a lot of you have children in college and kids that are participating in this with you, which is kind of cool. So that's your first goal. That's your pro team, your first 5. And again, you can make up to 20% referral commission after they have their 5 in place. Your next 6 to 16 people, your next 10 people, that's your bronze team. At bronze, you make up to 20%, but you also make an additional 5%. So we're talking about referral income from this point forward, only referral income. Your basic income, once you have 5 on your box, you got it at 25. That's it. That's where you are. It's at 25. The rest of the income that we're talking about is from the people that you refer. So on your bronze team, you got 20% plus another 5. Then your silver team is the next 16 to 25, 20% plus another 10% on your silver team, on all those people. And then your gold team, again, your same 20%, but that's the base, but another 15% on your gold team, and that's for number 26 to infinity. You can have as many people as you want. You can refer as many people as you want, and every person over 26 and beyond, you're looking at a 35% of the helium that's mined on their boxes because you referred them. Now, the most significant part about this, and it's something that it's hard to quantify and people really don't get it the first time, I didn't, is when we go, let me go back to bronze here. So you have a bronze member and you get the 5%, the 25% because you personally referred them. But as they start referring people, and as those people start referring people, and as those people start referring people, and as those people start referring people, and so on and so forth, you get paid to infinity, 5%. That 5% is paid to you, and it never ends on everybody that originates from those 10 people sitting on your bronze level. If you really stop and think about that, it's mind-boggling what can be created the way they've structured this from that standpoint. So that goes for every single level. All the silvers, you have 10 that you've personally placed there, but every single person that they refer and they refer and they refer and they refer from here to China and back to Budapest, to Switzerland, to wherever, 10% code on all those people. Gold, 15% code on all of them. No, as deep as it goes to whatever country it goes to, you get paid on all of them because you're developing 4 separate affiliate groups. This is not multi-level the way most people have ever seen or heard about it. That's not what this is. You're building 4 different distinct groups, and once you're coded as the gold in that group, no matter how many people join that group, as far as it goes, you get that code. And again, I don't want to get into too much beyond that because it's not even needed. And it's explained in great detail in the back office. All right, this is what I really want people to see. These next couple of slides, if you're watching the World Series, just look up here because you can't miss this. Pro team, 5 people. Let's say that their box mines 50 helium on average per month, 50 helium. That may be a little high, it may be a little low. We don't know yet. I believe because of the strategic locations of the boxes and the way they're going to roll these out, I think that's going to be right on the money. 50 would be my guesstimate. Again, I don't know. None of us do. But we'll say 50, and then I'll show you with 20 as well, because I think 20 is way under ballpark. But 50 helium mined in on those 5 boxes, that's 250 helium total. They're your pro team. You make 20% of that, which is 50 HNT or 50 helium you would make. Now, we're talking about, and I'm giving an example of a team with 40 people, because I believe 40 refers can be done by anyone who devotes at least 1 hour a week for 90 days. I believe that's possible. Anybody. The bronze team, You will have 10 people there. So 10 people, each mining 50 helium a month. That's 500 total helium. On your bronze team, you make 25% of the helium they mine, or 125 is what you would receive. Your silver, you have 10 more people here. You get 30% there. They would each have a total of 50 or a total of 500 for all 10. So that's 150 there. On your gold team, in our example here, it's 25 plus, but I'm going to talk about 40 because it's just way too realistic not to. So at 40, that's 15 people there on your gold. That's 750 helium mine, 35% is 62 and a half. So when you stop and look at that, your total helium is 587. At the time I did this slide, the price of helium was $21, which would equate to a monthly income of $12,914.50 with a team of 40 people. 40 people. If helium is at $20, if helium is at $20, or if your box mines 20 tokens instead of 50 on average, 20, that would still be an income of $56,700. We're talking about creating this in 90 days or less. Based upon 40 people. See, 2 weeks ago when I was talking about this, it was theory. It ain't theory no more. You've seen the people and what has already happened. I knew what had happened for me, and I thought it would happen for other people, but I wasn't for sure. Now I'm for sure. This is happening as we speak. It's already happened for some of the people that you've seen. There's 12 people that that I showed you a few minutes ago that have already have their 40. I've only been doing this 2 months myself. So when I say 90 days to 40, I cannot communicate how realistic that is and how I know Joe can do it. The average Joe can do this. I know that. And that's what really excites me, honestly. That's if that happens, game over. When the average Joe can do it, game over. Game over. And we haven't even talked about the 5% infinity for bronze, the 10% infinity for silver, or the 15% infinity for gold. That has nothing to do with these incomes here that I've shared with you. All right. So I had to do this just for the heck of it. Today at 3:35 this afternoon, I went and looked. Price of helium today, and it was $28.73 today, this afternoon. So if you have a team of 40 today, and they're doing the minimum, I consider the minimum. It may or may not be the minimum, but they're doing 20 tokens per hotspot monthly at today's rate. That would have created an income of $6,464.25. If you did that every 90 days, if every 90 days you referred 40 people, some of you are thinking, Dale, I can refer 40 people every month. I know that now. You weren't 2 weeks ago, but you know that now. But if you could refer 40 people every 90 days for a year, you can take this monthly income times 4, and that's what you're over 25,000 a month. Okay, within a year, you're over 25,000 a month. If the boxes averaged 50 tokens and you only have a team of 40, based upon today's price, that would have paid $16,846.51 would have been your monthly income. This is serious, guys. This is way, way serious. And usually when something has this type of income attached to it, it is very complex and it's very difficult. What's blowing my mind and a lot of other people's minds is how can something so simple, so easy to do, have such a powerful income attached to it? And the reason is because helium is paying us instead of companies to have big towers on their property, basically. So again, would you rather earn 25% of 100, 25 to 100% on your own hotspot, or 10 to 35% on 40 hotspots you refer? Yes, you can refer more than 40 people, as we've already shared with you tonight. Some people have already done, and as some people have already done within a couple of weeks. One more thing I'm going to share with you, just so you know, I'm coming from personal experience here. This was a shot of my back office this afternoon. That's me. And I have been, in 2 months, I referred 158 people into this in 2 months. I want to give you something I've never shared. I've got a PDF that my plan is to meet with you guys once a month, the first Tuesday of every month. That's my plan right now. First Tuesday of every month we'll meet. By next Tuesday, the next time we meet, this PDF will be completed and ready. And if I haven't blown your mind already, I want to just take it to another level real quick, because there's some of you that have some heavy duty entrepreneurs that you know that when this PDF is ready, we need to get it in their hands. But let's think about a team of 1,000 people. A team of 1,000. I have well over 1,000 right now, well over 1,000. If I told my wife, if we could do this for 5 years, which I don't think it's going to be, I think the network will be built way before 5 years plays out. But if we could, and I told her, if we could do this for 5 years, there's no way possible not to build a team of 500 million people. 500,000, there's no way it can't happen if we had long enough time to do it, which we don't. So let's just talk about a team of 1,000, because there's people, I promise you, there's people on this Zoom tonight that will have 1,000 people for sure within a year, some within 6 months, for sure. I have no question, no doubt about that. So let's look at it from that perspective, 1,000 people. So basically, when you stop and look at it and you look at the infinities, you earn anywhere from 10 to 35% on all the helium, all the hotspots in your entire structure. It could be 10, it could be 35. Once you get past 25 personally sponsored people, all the rest of those, how many do I have? 154. So number 27 to 154, I'm drawing 35% on all that, as you will too. Anything beyond your 26 person and beyond. So I'm going to use 20%, and I honestly think that's a low average of what it's going to end up being, but we'll say 25% on the organization. And this math is real simple. 1,000 boxes, and I'm using 20 coins, not 50, 20 coins example. So 1,000 boxes mining 20 tokens a month is 20,000 tokens. My percent of that would be 20%. 20% of, and I'm using 20%. I actually think it's going to be more, but I'm using 20%. 20% of that would be 4,000 tokens. 4,000 tokens at today's market rate of $28.83 would equate to a monthly income of $115,320. That basically has been created in 2 months. So this is serious, guys. This is really, really, really serious. And again, I hope that you can go back and we'll have a copy of this. You can go back and look at the numbers, but this is real and this just doesn't happen very often. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take a 2-minute break. I'm going to check on the score of the World Series. I'm going to stop this recording so I can start another one. And when we come back, I'm going to share with you guys the simple, proven promotional system that everyone that is using it, 100% of the people that are using it are having success with it. And you'll be able to do it as soon as this is over tonight. You'll be able to do it that quickly, almost. It's simple. You can learn it in the next 15, 20 minutes. So let me stop this recording, take a 2-minute break. I'll be right back and we'll start another recording, and I'm going to share with you, say, okay, Dale, all these numbers, it all looks good. The money looks unbelievable. What do I do? Here's what you do. Do not have an original thought. Do what I'm getting ready to show you in the next 20 minutes, and you will have success. I believe that. And there's a lot of people on here that can confirm that. So we'll be back in just a second. Just let me do my controls here. I'll start right back. I probably won't give you a warning, but 2 minutes, I'm going to be back. Don, if you're listening, do you know what the score of the World Series is?
It's 3-0 Braves, top of the 5th.
Awesome. Braves are winning.
Yep.
Is somebody at a home run?
Yep. Solar.
Who?
Solar.
Awesome. Awesome. I didn't stop. Okay, guys, I'm going to explain to you, we're going to share I call it the perfect promotional system for IHub Global. Again, many of you here only because a family, a friend, a business associate told you about this. The world has not discovered what's going on here yet. So I'm going to share with you the perfect intro for people that you know. I promise you, if you call 10 people tonight or whenever you see this after it's over and say exactly what I'm getting ready to share with you, you'll have 10 people that will say, I want my box. And this is all we've done. It's, hey, Dale, if I could send you a box about the size of an internet router that you could plug in, and it would make you money anywhere from $40,000 to $4,000 a month, on average about $750. Is there any reason you wouldn't want me to mail it to you? And I have not had one person that has said, no, I don't want a box, or of course they want it. I have not had one person say, no, I don't want a box. I have enough money. I haven't had that happen. So let them answer. And they say, well, yeah, where can I send it to me, Dale, or whatever they say. And I said, look, I don't have a box, but there's a company in Florida that does. And I'm going to send you, I'm going to text you, I'm going to email you, I'm going to send you a link. And when you get that link, you need to go and click on it and watch a 2-minute video. And after you watch the 2-minute video, then click the Join Now button to see if your address is available. If your address is available, the company will send you the box and I'll be in touch. And that's the only conversations I've had, and it's only been with family. Most of the people, it's just been through text or email that I've known personally. There are some entrepreneurs that I did a video for, but that's because that's out of respect for them. But that's all I've done. So that's the first part, is people that you know. And as I mentioned earlier, we'll have a PDF next month for very entrepreneurial, business-minded people. We'll talk about the 6 figures, and the title of that's going to be how to create a 6-figure income with 6-figure monthly income within 6 months. That's going to be the title of that. Now, the other place, and this, the only thing that I did in the beginning was I focused on Facebook Marketplace buy and sell groups, only in the buy and sell groups. I didn't do the big marketplace, even though I understand that some are attached to buy sell groups and so on and so forth. Here's the bottom line. Here's what will happen. You need to do 20 of these, and you can do 20 a day, 20 buy and sell groups a day. You can go in and do this. If you do 100 or 120 or 250, you're probably going to get your Facebook page suspended. Okay, we've had people that have gotten their Facebook page suspended because they did way too many. And we'll probably talk about this even more next month as well, because what I did when I was joining these groups, I looked for little small towns. There's some people that have these Facebook groups and their whole mission in life is to monitor everything that goes on. And some people do not want no businesses allowed. Well, when I'm filling out the questionnaire to join these groups, if they're asking me for my firstborn, I just ignored them and went to the next group, because there's thousands of these Facebook groups. And some people, it's like they act like like my joke around here is our homeowners association. It's like those people need to get a life. Some of the people that operate these Facebook groups need to get a life, and they will give you clues when you're joining. And I just ignore them and go to the next one, because there's way too many out there. There's way too many. So the basic concept, what I originally did was only focus on Facebook groups. That is by far the best place to promote this. But yesterday or Friday or Saturday, while I'm watching the World Series, I logged into Nextdoor for the very first time in my life. I set up an account and I did an ad. Before the World Series was over, I had 2 people that had requested their box. I had 6 other messages that I received. I've received since then a total of 16 total messages, and 10 people have requested their box just through one post on Nextdoor. You can do Craigslist, LinkedIn, Twitter. There's multiple places where you can promote, and don't just burn out the Facebook marketplace. I sincerely believe 20 a day is plenty. All I'm doing right now, my only promotion is on the weekends. I'm trying to devote 1 hour on Fridays. That's where my mindset is at the moment. Okay, so this is the exact word for word ad. This is the exact word for word ad. You take my link out right here and you put your link in. The only thing that I have changed is, and this is again from feedback from some of you, and I don't know that that's helped or not helped, but I put free helium hot box shipped to your door. Instead of cryptocurrency, I take that word out of the title. So my title says free helium hot box miner shipped to your door. Now the body of the ad, I still leave this helium cryptocurrency miner in it. That's the only thing I've changed. And it'll show up just like this. You can see free helium cryptocurrency miner shipped to your door. But the only thing that I've changed in this ad, and again, it took me multiple tweaks to come to this ad. It's the ad is in the Facebook group, word for word, so you can follow it there. But this is the ad, and there's a reason for every line in this promotion. There's a reason. The only other thing that's changed in this is right here where it says the state of Ohio. So if I'm putting this promotion in a buy sell group in Georgia or Mississippi or wherever, I'm going to put that state and take Ohio out. Okay. I suggest that you focus on your home state in the beginning. So, but this is the exact word for word ad. Again, I don't want to get into all the reasons why it's written the way it's written, but I can promise you there's a reason that it's written the way it's written. And it's answering a lot of objections that people may have before they actually have them in their own mind. This is such a simple program. It's almost too simple. People, it was hard for me to understand. It's hard for a lot of people to believe that anything could be this simple. So what you do, you go into Facebook and you can do a search for Columbus, Ohio buy, sell, trade, and they'll come up and you can join them, and you can join as many as you want in as many states as you want. If you have 140 of these, then you could go in and every 7 days, click, 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 and send your promotion to 20 and you're done. I haven't had any problem doing that. Where people have gotten into problems is with they're doing it with 220 every single day, because this does become addictive, because you do the promotion, people order the box, you do the promotion, people order the box. So those are the buy, sell, trade groups. You can look. Now, what happens once you start doing this every single day, you'll look in your back office, people will have joined, you'll go to your messages, and this is what my messages look like every day. Zach wants to know, is it still available? Sean, Jennifer, all these people are asking, is it still available? Every single day, this is what it looks like. And again, a lot of people just go and don't even ask if it's still available. They actually read the ad, they click the link, they follow the instructions, they put in their address, and they join. And you can see 2 weeks ago, when I did this presentation, I had enrolled 109 people at that time. So, in the last couple of weeks, it's, increased by 40 or so. And it just works. Once they asked me, is it still available? This is the word for word response. Copy and paste it. Hi, Nate. Go watch the 2-minute online video here. There's my link again. It will give you a good overview of the program. Then click the Join Now button and search your address to see if your location is still available. If it is, reserve your hotspot and it will be mailed to you, and I will be in touch via email. Dale. That's it. Many of you watching this tonight, this is the exact process that you went through and how you ended up here tonight. Exact process. It worked for you. It's working for everybody that implements it. Now, one of the tips that I will give you is look for, again, small towns in your state. So I went to Google Maps and, I just started getting closer in, trying to find these little small towns in Georgia. Everybody's heard of Atlanta and Savannah, but I just started looking, and I keyed in on some town called Byron, Georgia. I'd never heard of it. So the next thing I did, and again, I could have went to Warner Robins, I've heard of, Walden. You know, I could have gotten even closer and even pulled up more small towns. There's Centerville, Cartersville, and you can just get closer in and closer in and pull up all kinds of little towns. But I did Byron, Georgia, and then I went to Facebook and I typed in Byron, Georgia, buy, sell, trade, and this online yard sale, which is the same thing, came up. So I joined the group, click the join button. Sometimes they'll ask you for your firstborn. Sometimes they don't ask anything. I like the ones that don't ask anything. But, you know, it's like, do you live in Byron, Georgia? No, but my daughter does, or whatever. You know, so, you know, I have a daughter that lives in wherever. So once you join, they're going to give you other groups that you might want to join. So what I was doing in the beginning was just joining as many groups as I could. I wanted to join about 150. So Crawford, Georgia, Warner Robins, Perry, Georgia, just join them all. And each one will have their questions or they won't, but you join the groups. That's what you should definitely be doing tonight, is after you call your 10 people, after you call your 10 people tonight, the next thing you should do is go to Facebook and join as many groups in your area as you can and look for small towns. Once you join a group and you're ready to place a post, it'll just say, click here to post, click here to place to buy or sell something. And you click. And again, I've changed the title to free helium hotspot miner box shipped to your door. I took out the word cryptocurrency. However, in the description, I keep it in. And that's the ad that I gave you a few minutes ago. And then I'm going to go in, I'm going to copy and paste it in there. I'm going to put the brand as IHub. The location is Kennesaw, Georgia. If I'm running an ad in Indianapolis, Indiana, then the location is Indianapolis, Indiana. If I'm running an ad in Birmingham, Alabama, then the location is Birmingham, Alabama. So if not, you know, I try to keep it for sure within the state. So when you do an ad like this, and if I'm going to send it to everybody in Georgia, 20 buy sell groups in Georgia, then I would probably say my location is Atlanta, Georgia. If I'm going to send it to 20 buy sell groups in the state of New York, then I would probably say my location is New York, New York. In the ad, if in the promotion, if they read it, it says it will be shipped to their door, and it says it right in the title, but a lot of people miss that. So then I'm going to clean it up a little bit, put some spaces in it. And the only thing that will usually be changed again is the state, depending upon the buy sell groups that I'm targeting. What do the photos say? Some people have not used this photo. I'll use it sometimes I won't. If I feel like the ad or the people monitoring the buy sell group are very picky, then I probably won't use this picture. I will use these, you know, because these pictures look like, hey, I found this in my garage and I'm selling it. This looks more commercial. So the less commercial it looks, the better in general. If it wasn't picky, then I like this because this picture says, hey, they have a lot of these. Maybe I can get one. That's why I use that picture when I do. So I always usually use at least 3 pictures, sometimes 4. The pictures are in the Facebook group for you. You can copy and paste them, save them to your computer, and use them in your ads. They're in the Facebook group. If you have not joined the Facebook group, you can request to join it. It's CMG Digital. CMG Digital is the Facebook group, has all the pictures, copies of the ads, everything you'll find there. Again, I've talked about Facebook groups tonight, but the process is basically the same for any other place that you want to set these up, any other place. Later on, I'll do a video and record it showing Craigslist and some of the other places where we can promote the program. I'll do that, and I'll get that out there for people. My most important goal tonight really was this. I just want to see people that are willing to promote it get to 40. If you haven't started promoting it, I want to see you get to 40. Those of you that have started promoting it, honestly, I want to see you get to 1,000 in a year. Tonight, that's what I can say, because I can tell you that tonight, and you can believe it. If you have never done this, then 40 is hard to believe. But once you've experienced it, you will know, hey, 1,000 is possible. And I have something that we've shared with you tonight that for some people will be worth $1 million. It's worth $1 million. Sincerely. I've given you the answer tonight. I will tell you, I do not know how long this is going to last. None of us do, because algorithms change. And the reality is, once this network has been built out to 3 million hotspots in the United States, it's the network is built. It's done. It's finished. It's done. Now they still have to build out all over the world, and some places in the world are growing very quickly, and some places it hasn't caught on yet, but it will. But that's why timing is just so critical. It's just absolutely critical, because right now about 20% of the addresses are too dense and a hotspot is not available. About 20%. Dawn's son and her daughter, who both live here in Atlanta, in different parts of Atlanta, neither one of them could get a hotspot. They live in locations that are too dense. Downtown Atlanta is pretty much covered up, as are other areas around the country. San Diego, parts of Texas, New York City, they're covered up. Like the odds of getting Toronto is probably 60–70% of the addresses I would guesstimate are not available. That's the way it will be everywhere in the future. How quickly it's going to get there, none of us know, but it's going to get there. So the timing is very, very critical right now. I'm finding, again, about 20% of people that are trying to get a hotspot, their area is too dense. But just because your area is too dense does not mean that you cannot be affiliate and you cannot promote the affiliate program, even if you can't personally get a box in your location. I've had some people, they couldn't get a box at their home, but they were able to put one in their office or in their parents' home or whatever. So there's workarounds. My sister and her husband, their home wasn't available, but they own some rental property. So I'm going to contact them tomorrow, because I didn't think about this. Just put one of your rental property addresses and we'll find one that's available, and you'll have at least have one, tell the person that's renting the duplex, let me plug this in. It's going to use less than $1 worth of electric a month, and I'll take $50 off your rent. or what have you. So there's workarounds, but even those workarounds, it's not going to last forever. Now, IHub is doing a virtual event. It's happening all day on Saturday, November 6th. Here's the link if you want to order the ticket. If you use this link, I think I get a t-shirt. I think I've already got the t-shirt, but or you can probably order a ticket in your back office. I'm going to be there. I'll be watching it, and I will keep you updated in the Facebook group if there's something that we need to know right now. If not, again, my plan is the first Tuesday of every month, meeting with you guys, sharing some new ideas and giving you kind of updates on what's going on from what I know. The best place to stay updated is in your back office without question. And once you join your back office, all that is free to you. There's no monthly fee to have your website or anything. All that is free for you. So that's a reminder to me to stop recording. If you guys have any questions, I will do my best to try to answer them. But that's all I really wanted to cover tonight. This is a simple program. Anybody can do it or not, doesn't matter to me at all in any way, shape, or form.